Hey guys, I'm traveling. I'm literally sitting in a hotel corridor because my room is not ready and there is no meeting rooms that we could rent. But there are two main levels that I really want you to look at. And I know this is where people are really going to screw up. So I had to bring this. It's going to be a short show, but please watch through because it's crucial, especially for today and going forward this week. So a couple of things. One is that I said that the short bounce, if it happens, look for market structure shift lower low on the 15-minute below 86,000. Target remains 78,000 to 82,000. Now, here's what I've been talking about. There is a video here. If you look back here, you'll be able to see this. Now, I can't play it again because the setup is not good and whatever. There's a link in the description where you can go and check this video out. So here I explain exactly what is going to happen, and it went to 86. We had the liquidation, what I explained there. This is how it looks like. So if you go down into the 15-minute, there are people passing by literally here in the elevator. This is so crazy. Anyway, we have to do it. We have to do it. We have to do it. You will be able to see it in $1 billion stuff. So anyway, so here's what happened. There's the liquidation here. We have a massive wick, and we have a 5 and a 15-minute market structure shift, which is basically a lower low here. This was obviously going to be a short, and this is what I explained. Unfortunately, I didn't take it. I was traveling. I didn't pay attention, so this happened. And then we have a little bit of pump on the news that China is willing to negotiate with Trump if they're respectful. So this is the pump. But do not get fooled. A couple of things. One, I've been voicing on the shows previously here. You're subscribed and you're coming to the shows and you know this exactly. But I've been voicing this that we are going to see a retrace to this 4-hour high, and unfortunately, this here, although it's very bullish and whatever, is nothing else just to retrace to the 4-hour and the daily OB up here, which is a massive supply zone. So although it looks very bullish, and I do think that we can see a massive, massive, massive rally from here, we need to have a close above this level up here at 88,500 ish. Until then, I do think the bottom is in, but we need to see a 50% retrace. And this is exactly what we're seeing now. This is why I'm calling for about 80 to $81,000 around this region. It will probably not go below the 78,000, but even if it does, it is going to be bullish. What I want to see is a push lower here, all the way down to sub 80,000. That's the 50%. And I want to see a higher high form from there, and then a push into the daily OB and possibly higher. So the two main levels to look for. One, I do see a potential for a retrace. Now the retrace can come anywhere between the 50%. So again, I just pull a Fibonacci here. I only have the 1, the 0, and the 50 level, the 5, the 0.5 level. And I want to see a retrace all the way above here. That will be above the 85,000 region. Once you have that, it's potentially going to come into this supply zone here. So this big candle right here between 84,000 and 85,000. If it comes into that region, what you want to see is you want to see a rejection from there. Basically a lower low. This is not a proper lower low, but I want you to see a lower low, something like this. If this happens, let's pull this in. If this happens, this is the perfect place to short. Short, stop loss goes up here, and then we target down here at 80,500-ish region. So this would be the perfect area for us to take it. But what if it doesn't come back and retrace, which can obviously happen as well? Well, the second level that I would really look for to take a long position, because again, I do think that on a higher time frame, the bottom must be in down here at about 74,000, unless there is some massive, massive craziness happening with China and the US, which can easily happen again. Is I want to see it come all the way down to the 80,000 ish and show a market structure shift. Now, what people really screw up is they start getting in once we hit. Fefe told us that it's 80,500. No, you have to see a very strong market structure shift. I am going to update you on X. This is how we take these trades as well. I give you the idea on the show. You watch the show, you understand it. And when it happens, I will tweet about it. So go check out my profile, follow me on X, and make sure that you turn on notifications. So when this happens, this is when you want to run. If we close below 78,800, I don't know, we'll reconsider the whole thing. Otherwise, it is the two levels. One, we're going to see a retrace up to the 85,200 and the liquidation down here. And the liquidation down here, you know, someone doing shows, someone just walking by screaming on the phone. So liquidation down here at like 78,500. Guys, this is what I wanted to tell you about a couple of things. I'm gonna run into some news. There is JP speaking here. Sorry. JP is speaking here today as well. So we're gonna see the Fed chair speaking, which can have massive, massive implication as well. He's obviously going to address the inflation concerns. He's going to probably talk about the tariffs as well. So another thing I wanted to tell you about is there's discussions about trading bonuses and this and that, and people said to me that, oh my God, it's a trading bonus and I have to trade with that money. So I went to Albank and I said, hey guys, we need bonuses that people can withdraw. So here's what we did for you. Again, like I'm doing everything I can for the community, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. And shout out to Albank for actually doing it with us. So what we did is that based on your trading volume, you get a rebate. There was one person who was trading on my link who got 5,000 rebate the last week because of their trading volume. Obviously, you need 30 million trading volume, so this is quite high. But if you trade 1,000 volume, you get $5 into your spot account. You can withdraw that and spend it. If you get 5,000 volume, you can spend $10. If you or you can withdraw $10. If you do 100,000 trading volume, you get $100 back. The good thing about this, don't trade to get back the bonus, but this is something you can't really get anywhere else. So if you want to get these bonuses, you can do it. Another opportunity is if you trade on my link down in the description. Again, Albank is an exchange, been here for a long, long, long time. Non KYC available worldwide since 2015, trustworthy. So actually, and I really like the platform as well. Another good thing that they did for us, which I'm very grateful for, is that we're going to select three people at the end of the month based on their trading volume. The number one trading volume will get $2,000. I will transfer it on the show. Number two will get 1,000. Number three will get 500. So there's a link in the description. Go and check out Albank. The other thing that is very important that I wanted to tell you is that JP is speaking today. I mentioned it, but JP is speaking today, so you have to watch out for the market. What is going to happen here? Again, I do think the retrace is going to happen, but you need to make sure that you are aware that JP is going to speak. It's about 7:30 Central European, so it's about 5:30 UTC, which will be very, very relevant. Another thing I wanted to say, shout out to OKX. They just launched in the United States, which is pretty cool. I just wanted to bring it here as a news. I'm very happy for them. Cool exchange, cool people. We had some very cool time in Malta. You can see it on the $1 Billion Hustle. There is a vlog of mine. It's called the $1 Billion Hustle. There's a link in the description, and we have an episode here, an exclusive invite only event in Malta. So we got very close to the OKX team. They do some pretty cool stuff, and now I saw that they are in the United States as well. So shout out to them, and also check out the vlog, of course, in the description. Now, Caroline Levitt says that Trump would look at ban on members of Congress trading. Now, this is interesting because this is the first time that where this would happen, where Congress could not trade. Think of Nancy Pelosi, think of Nancy Pelosi as every yearly salary is 200,000, and her net worth is like multi-millions, tens of millions of dollars. So this could be very, very interesting and could have major implications on the stock market as well. So we've got to look out for that. NVIDIA shares plummeted to like 5% on the open. Because or not, it's actually markets are closed, so it's pre-market 5%. I think Nvidia can fall heavy because the US government has banned them from selling H20 chips to China for the indefinite future. Now this is super interesting for a couple of reasons. One, I'm surprised how a company can be banned by the government. I mean, this is going to a place where I'm not sure this will be pretty beneficial for Trump. So we'll have to carry through and see how this goes, but this is the basic idea about it. China announced that they're open to talk if Trump shows respect. Names one, what is it? Names point person. It's a point person anyway. But the reason why this is interesting, and this is where we see this little bump here, is because of this news, which is China is open to talk if Trump shows some respect. Markets are retracing a little bit. Everybody's waiting for what is going to happen. But what is interesting is Trump is going to places which I don't know if it's going to be beneficial for him. Maybe, he's the master, art of negotiations and whatever, but I'm just not sure this is going to be something pretty cool for him. He says that he may need countries to choose between US or China. Now the problem is that no matter what you look at, everything is made in China. And he will fall short here. Another thing that I read, and I completely agree with it, that Trump has 4 years total. People will make up their minds in the first 1.5, 2 years on who they're going to vote next, most likely. So he has about 2 years to fix everything and fix these things up. Now, if we can't do that, China has indefinitely, they don't really care. So anyway, guys, these were the most important things. Again, I am going to update you on X. Sorry about this, my Telegram is going nuts. I am going to update you with everything that is happening, and I'm going to post whenever the stuff that I explained is going to happen. Just a summary: two things to really look at for two levels. One is a retrace all the way. Let me just see this here. Retrace all the way here to the 85 above the 84,700 is good, possibly 85.4. And then if that happens and you see a lower low in the 15 minutes, short it. Not financial advice, of course. That's what I'm gonna do. And If that does not happen, well, I'm just simply going to wait for it to retrace to the 80,400-ish region, and then just saw a market structure shift a higher high on the 15-minute and hour, and that could potentially be the long that I'm looking for the next leg up, but we yet to see. Guys, truly appreciate you, and sorry for the setup and everything, but I had to tell you these two major important stuff, and I'll just keep you updated on my X. Thanks for watching. Check out these two videos because I'm actually doing a normal show covering everything every single day. And click here to subscribe if you actually want to see the normal shows later. Guys, truly appreciate you. Take care. Ciao, ciao.